dieting 9 weeks ago. Definitely the strength that I have gained is amazing. I can't believe how much heavier I am lifting than I was working with a trainer for a year and a half and challenging myself and not doubting myself. So I definitely see that every day when I look in the mirror and just going about my day. The amount of inches and fat that I have lost, I am probably 10 pounds heavier than I have been in the past, yet I am smaller and I'm wearing a smaller size and my clothes are bigger. So it's just funny how the body composition is so different when you have muscle versus just losing water weight and just losing that muscle mass. So definitely see that as a huge win. The fact that I am encouraging my husband and my son to get involved in fitness and being more active and a little bit competitive at home. Trying to outlive my husband is always fun, but I think that's just brought us closer and made it more manageable in that I can spend time lifting and work out at home and not feel guilty about taking that time for myself because it does include them. It's become a family affair. And I think that that's been really great. I have run the gamut and have been in the dieting world since like my teenage years with Weight Watchers and Metafast and keto and carnivore and paleo and on GLP-1s and borderline thought I needed weight loss surgery and nothing was ever sustainable. And there were points where on certain diets and working with dietitians, registered dietitians and nutritionists and functional doctors that had me eating 1,000 calories. And now I'm eating at least 800 more. And it's much more manageable and much more realistic. And it's helped with my energy. It's helped with just eating normal everyday foods and not feeling like I can't have this or that, or I'm only allowed to eat these food groups. Like just focus on your health and make good choices. Then worry about cutting everything out and starving. I'm not starving at all. To be told, no, you need to eat more to actually have that like sustainable energy is scary at first. And you're like, what am I doing? Like, this is not good. And then to see like, oh my God, it works. Like, oh, I did need those calories. Oh, I did need that. Just, yeah, life change. There were weeks, months where I followed what dietitians said and all those crazy diets, and I was gaining weight. I was going nowhere because I was literally in starvation mode. The workouts, I think, are absolutely feasible and manageable for a working full-time mom. And the fact that I have the flexibility to work out at home with free weights and a bench has been so easy, and I think has been instrumental in my ability to be consistent and also to swap days around. Like I don't have to be at the gym at a certain time and meet that trainer or attend this class. And when I look in the app and see everything I need to see, and when I question like, how's my form? And then I watch the video, go, okay, I got this. And then I do it. And when I have a question about my form, I record myself and send it to you girls. And then you let me know how I'm doing. Like I said, working with a trainer for so long, I never learned anything. I didn't learn the mechanics of how to work out properly, how to lift properly, because I was always reliant on them telling me what machines to use, but never actually teaching me how they work and what they do, and always changing things up. That actually doing the same thing every week for many weeks has been so great for muscle growth and so much easier to wrap my head around and understand when I'm doing things right. So being in the program for 9 weeks and down almost 10 pounds, and actually the pounds aren't even what like shocks me, because I was like, oh, great, I'm down 10 pounds. But like I said, the inches was just like mind blowing, that I was like, wait a second, that's only 10 pounds. So now I look at the scale and I'm like, you don't even mean anything. Like what really truly is the measurement is taking those weekly pictures and doing the work and looking at yourself every day and measuring yourself every week. But the fact that it's been consistent and I've gone down every week, like that half pound to a pound. And again, not been hungry, not felt like I was missing out on anything. and feeling strong about it, it's so motivating. And like, I just can't wait to see where I am in 6 months and then in a year. Like, I can see that's just the transformation in the 9 weeks is enough to be like, you got to keep going. For me, the community actually has been everything. I don't have a huge circle of support. I have a small family, and sometimes it's hard to talk to your spouse about it. And it's nice to know that I have a place to go any day, anytime. And we all cheer each other on, and we all share our wins. And when we're struggling, we reach out and like, is anybody else feeling like this? Oh yeah, you went through the same thing this week. Okay, cool. I'm not alone. And then being on the coaching calls, that was one of the things that like sold me on joining the program, was I needed that accountability and connection. Like, I didn't just want everything to be, oh, once a week check-in, you get like a quick message from your coaches. No, I'm talking to my coaches every day. I'm talking to all the ladies every day. And then we get on the calls and we talk about life and the mindset shifts and our struggles. And then you're like, okay, again, you're not alone. And there's somebody in the program, like being 9 weeks in, there's somebody in the program that has been 6 weeks, 6 months, 2 years. And you're like, okay, like you've been there and you grew. And I know I could be successful as long as I keep showing up and making that time for myself and committing myself every time I show up to a coaching call. I think that we need, as women, to make that commitment to ourselves, because we cannot obviously pour from an empty cup and then give to our families and our partners and our jobs. So I think that mindset shift of putting yourself first and that you deserve it, your health deserves it, your mental health deserves it, your physical health deserves it, your future self deserves it, which for me is a big thing. Thinking about not just now, it's not just about being skinny and looking pretty, it's about being strong and being mobile in the future. And you have to invest in your health and make that commitment. I would tell you, as my friend and as another woman, that the program does not expect you to do everything perfectly all at once, because there's no such thing as perfection. There's consistency and there's flexibility in that consistency, and you can do it. This program and the support is not like a crash diet. It's nowhere, it's not a diet at all. It is literally just changing your lifestyle and focusing your mindset and shifting your priorities to put yourself first. I would say absolutely go for it. Don't doubt yourself. You'd be surprised of how easy it is to throw a workout in 30 minutes in between meetings. As soon as you walk in the door, you just go do it and bang it out, and you will feel that much better. You just get it done. And then once you start making those small changes, the rest of it will just fall into place. I think any mom with multiple kids, working full time or not, you could do it. So in some of the previous coaching programs that I have participated in, and I will use health coach very loosely, even though some people have some qualifications or some certifications from some organizations. Definitely the breadth of knowledge that I've received from the coaches in this program and the background has been phenomenal. A lot of other programs are, you send me a little checklist every week of how you're doing, or you meet once a month and just let me know, like for a dietitian, let me know how this meal plan that's totally ridiculous is not going to work for you, but it better work for you because that's what I'm selling you. But I'm not reachable in the meantime. And so I think having you girls in my back pocket at any time to just reach out for a message, send you a voice note, whatever it is, as silly as it is, or even just to check in and share a win, just continues that rapport and that relationship and that trust, where I have not had that trust and that faith in other coaches and nutritionists, because they were just there. You're just another client. They're just like, yep, okay, you're on my roster. Great, move on. Do what you got to do. But you girls, if you're struggling with something, or you're like, I need to tweak this, it's not, no, you can't do that. That's not what I sold you. That's not the program. That's not the lifestyle. Yes, it's about flexibility. We will make it work. We'll make these modifications, whether it's to nutrition, to your calories and your macros, to your workouts. It's understanding that everyone's different and you're not a one size fits all when you're in this program. I wanted to really throw myself into it and know I'm putting myself first, and like I can't wait for the second year, and I feel like I'm just going to keep getting stronger, and I'm going to keep gaining knowledge, and I'm going to keep getting support. It's been really, really amazing. Another thing, I have changed my mindset. We talked about inches versus pounds. Is I love that every week when y'all look at my pictures and my measurements, like what I lost very rarely comes up. It's a, like weight wise, it's always like, look at this difference in your waist, in your armpit. You're like, you'll pinpoint that weird spot that no one, you would never, as you looking in the mirror, would ever look. And you're like, oh my God, you're right. Okay, awesome. And like, I'll be like, I only, in the beginning, you're like, I only lost this. And you're like, it's fine, because look at what you gained this week in muscle. Like, it's swapping out. It has nothing to do with the pounds that you're losing. It's what you're gaining in the process, and pointing those type of non-scale victories out to us. And when we share those pictures and those wins, I feel like every week has been a success, even though sometimes we get in our heads and we think it wasn't, of course, like it wasn't everything I wanted it to be, but I've never felt where I was like, I wasn't enough. I'm not doing enough, because the support that we get in the group, it is you are doing enough, you're doing more than enough, and you're succeeding. This is not an overnight process. You didn't get here overnight, but once you see it, it'll start compounding, and then all of a sudden it's like the changes happen real quick. I'm really, really, truly thankful and so excited to see what this next year brings.